You notice them. She notices you noticing them. And yet, when the moment finally comes, so many people rush past an opportunity that could unlock deeper intimacy and connection. Breasts often receive only a minute or two of attention before the focus shifts elsewhere. And that's a shame, because when approached with care, patience, and respect, they can be one of the most powerful pathways to arousal, bonding, and for some women, even orgasm. But here's the secret most people miss. It's not about fancy tricks or aggressive moves. It's about slowing down, asking, listening, and learning to touch in a way that feels safe, exciting, and responsive. When you do, breast play becomes more than an afterthought. It becomes a deeply connected part of intimacy. So in this video, we're going to explore a clear, respectful, evidence-based playbook that anyone can follow. You'll learn how to approach this part of the body with confidence, consent, and skill. We'll talk about communication tools, touch techniques, subtle cues, and even natural supports that can make the entire experience more satisfying. And along the way, I'll invite you to reflect. Have you noticed how slowing down changes the way intimacy feels? Have you ever asked your partner how they actually like to be touched? Share your thoughts in the comments. You might be surprised by how many people are wondering the same things. Let's begin where everything should always begin. Consent and curiosity. A single relaxed question can transform the experience. Something as simple as, "How do you like your breasts touched?" can open a door to trust. Does she prefer soft caresses, firmer pressure, oral attention, or perhaps no focus there at all? Are there areas that feel sensitive in a good way, and others that are completely off limits? When you ask, you don't just get practical information. You also ease anxiety, create safety, and show you care. One useful tool couples love is a simple traffic light code. Green means more, yellow means gentler or slower, and red means stop or shift. This turns guesswork into teamwork, making intimacy feel more relaxed and adventurous at the same time. Now, once you've opened the conversation, the next step is to slow way down and set the pace. Our bodies rarely leap from neutral to peak arousal in seconds. Think of it like warming up before a workout. You don't sprint right away. Begin with broad, gentle touches over the upper chest, the sides of the ribs, and the underside of the breasts where they meet the torso. Let your hands move slowly, palms open, strokes steady. And don't forget, anticipation is half the magic. A kiss along the collarbone, the neck, or the jawline can amplify the sense of connection and build a rhythm that tells her body, it's safe to open up. Have you ever noticed how touch that's too quick feels ticklish instead of arousing? That's because the nervous system hasn't had time to shift from defense mode into receptive mode. By layering in patience, you allow the nervous system to relax, and that's when touch feels electric. Some people also find that a tiny bit of body-safe, unscented lubricant helps make skin-to-skin contact glide more comfortably. Think of it as removing friction, literally and emotionally. When you move to holding, remember this. Intention matters more than technique. Instead of poking or pinching with fingertips, use your whole hand to cradle the breast, supporting its weight with care. Alternate gentle squeezes with stillness, and let her body guide you. Many women interpret a confident, supportive hold as a message of desire. I want you, which can heighten arousal in ways words sometimes can't. The body always communicates back. A change in breathing, a soft sound, or the way she leans into your hand are green light signals. Pay attention, and you'll know when you're on the right track. Now let's talk about an area often overlooked. The areola. Many people focus only on the nipple itself, but the darker circle around it is richly supplied with nerves and can be just as, if not more, sensitive. Slow circles with a fingertip spiraling inward and then backing away can create waves of anticipation. Keep your palm underneath for support so the tissue never feels pulled or strained. When you do move toward the nipple, imagine a dimmer switch instead of an on-off button. Start with feather light strokes. Only if she clearly wants more should you build up to a gentle roll between thumb and forefinger, or a brief press and release. Abrupt tugs or pinches almost always break the mood. And if firmer touch is her preference, build up gradually, checking in along the way. Any sign of sharpness, numbness, or zinging means it's time to ease off. Again, a small dab of lube can keep delicate skin comfortable. For many women, the mouth can add another layer of pleasure, if she enjoys oral stimulation. Begin with warm breath, then soft licks around the areola before touching the nipple. Gentle suction often feels wonderful, while harsh suction or teeth rarely does unless she explicitly asks for it. If she does, practice pressure on your own forearm first so you know just how light to keep it. And as always, stop the moment something feels off for her. But touch isn't only about hands and mouths. Your words and breath are powerful tools too. Quiet compliments, how she looks, how she smells, how her body responds, can deepen arousal. Keep your voice low, your pace unhurried, and ask short questions that don't pull her out of the moment. Simple check-ins like "more like this?" or "softer here." Make it easy for her to guide you without overthinking. Even your breathing matters. Matching her rhythm, especially with longer exhales, calms performance nerves for both of you, and helps her body relax into the experience rather than brace against it. Now let's connect breast touch with what research shows about female pleasure. Large surveys consistently reveal that most women climax most reliably with clitoral or external stimulation. But here's the interesting part. Some women can orgasm from breast and nipple play alone, and many find that combining breast stimulation with clitoral focus heightens the experience dramatically. That means keeping one hand or your mouth on the breast while using the other hand, or a small vibrator externally, can be an incredibly effective combination. The key is consistency. The brain locks onto patterns of pleasure. So, when in doubt, change only one variable at a time. If your pace, pressure, and rhythm keep shifting, the body struggles to settle into climax. For the more adventurous, there's also the option of temperature play or tools. A cool fingertip, a gentle breath with a hint of ice, or the warmth of massage oil can heighten sensation through contrast. But always keep shifts subtle and brief. If you explore toys, consider adjustable suction cups or padded nipple accessories, and only from quality sources. Always start on the lowest setting, use a timer, and stop immediately if there's pain, numbness, or skin changes. These should be avoided entirely if there's any injury, pregnancy-related sensitivity, bleeding conditions, or neuropathy. Let's pause here for a quick recap. We've covered how communication, consent, slow pacing, supportive touch, and focused attention can transform breast play into something deeply satisfying. We've also talked about how the areola and nipples respond to gradual stimulation, how words and breath amplify arousal, and how to blend this with clitoral focus or gentle experimentation. If you're finding this valuable so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our community here on The Healthy Body. We dive deep into topics that most people are curious about but rarely get guidance on. And your support helps us keep creating content that empowers and educates. Now let's get into some pro tips that can change everything without making things more complicated. Warm your hands before touching. Cold hands can ruin the mood fast. Keep your nails trimmed and smooth to avoid scratches. Avoid heavy fragrances on the chest area, since strong scents can be distracting or irritating. Always support breast tissue during movement, so there's no tugging or discomfort. And perhaps most importantly, don't forget about aftercare. Aftercare simply means being present when the moment ends. Don't roll away immediately. Instead, pause, hold her, breathe together, and let everything settle. For many women, that decompression is the most satisfying part of the entire experience. It says, "I'm here with you, not just for the act." Now, what if breast play feels uncomfortable? That's an important conversation to have. Pain, burning, or lingering soreness are not normal. Sometimes the issue is simply too much pressure or moving too quickly. Other times, it could be related to hormonal changes, menstrual cycle phase, recent exercise, skin sensitivity, or even an underlying medical condition. The key is to check in, adjust, and if discomfort continues, encourage her to consult a clinician. Remember, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be present. Ask, slow down, watch, listen, and let her body teach you what feels good. When you do, breast play becomes not just a physical act but a form of communication and intimacy. Before we wrap up, let's touch on 2 natural supports that may help men feel more confident in intimacy. The first is organic watermelon extract, rich in the amino acid L-citrulline. This compound gently supports the nitric oxide pathway, the same mechanism that helps blood vessels relax and improve blood flow. Many men notice better firmness about 30 to 60 minutes after taking it. The second is a well-crafted performance blend, often including ingredients like ashwagandha, tonkat ali, fenugreek, nettle root, and sometimes a touch of citrulline. Together, these can support circulation, stress balance, libido, prostate comfort, and in some men, healthier testosterone signaling over time. Of course, supplements work best when paired with the fundamentals: quality sleep, regular exercise, and solid nutrition. No capsule can replace the big levers of health, but the right support can give an added boost. So, what do you think? Have you ever tried slowing down, asking more questions, or experimenting with different types of touch? What worked for you? Share your experiences in the comments. Your story might inspire someone else to try something new in their own relationship. And with that, thank you for joining me today. I'm Dr. Alex, and this is The Healthy Body. If you found this helpful, please subscribe and share this video with someone who might benefit from it. Together, we can normalize these conversations and make intimacy healthier, more joyful, and more connected.